So hello, welcome to Sue's Foods, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to make this creature her dinner. Yeah, you. Hey, Whoop. So the reason I make my own dog food is because she's quite an old lady and she had quite a lot of teeth out, sadly, a little while ago. And when she was recovering from that, we decided we would research and make our own dog food, and we've done so ever since because she really does seem to enjoy it more than kibble. So this is how I do it. So it's all done in a big slow cooker. And what I've got here is some chicken thigh meat, which I've chopped up, and some chicken livers, which I've chopped up. I usually just about 500 grams worth of meat. So I think there's 100 grams of chicken livers and 400 grams of chicken thigh meat. I found that the chicken thigh meat is cheaper. It's actually cheaper than chicken mince. So into the slow cooker that will go. I'm going to go in with some vegetables today. She's getting carrots and broccoli. What I tend to do is, if I'm cutting bits of this broccoli, is a little bit past its best really, but it'll go in the dog dinner. But what I tend to do is, it's if I'm peeling carrots and that midweek, I just keep all of the peelings in a bag in the fridge. As it happens, I haven't got any this week. But we're gonna cut off the backs because who wants to eat the cory bits? We don't do it. So chop up your vegetables. And if you don't want to be faffed chopping up vegetables, a big bag of frozen mixed veg, you wouldn't use the whole bag, but you can keep that in the freezer and that works perfectly well. Tin of tomatoes, just no onions. Don't ever put onions in because they're poisonous to dogs. And in that goes. If you're in doubt about any of the vegetables, just a quick Google to see if they're safe for your animal is probably the best thing to do. I'm now going to go in with a good glug of olive oils because they're good for a coat. A nice glug of that. I put in a few chia seeds because they're good for digestion and fibre. So I'll just put a few of them in, about a tablespoon. I'm going to add enough water to cover all that. And I'm going to pop that on just to allow that meat to start being able to move. Just stick it on high. And we're just going to, until the meat starts to break up, and then I'm going to come back and add some plain white rice. So that, the meat's all broken up now. I'm going to go in with some rice. And I've just got this Savers rice from Morrison's, like 55p a bag. I'm going to use just under half a bag. I'm just going to pour it in. At some point I'm going to need to top it up with water. Just give that a good stir. I kind of judge everything by eye now. I might add a little bit more rice. And some more water. Bring it right up. Give it a good stir. And then we're going to leave that for 4 or 5 hours until you can nip a little bit of the rice. I mean, you can taste this. It's perfectly edible for humans. But I'm not a meat eater, so I'm not going to taste it. But you can squeeze a little bit of the rice, and if it's nice and soft, you don't want it to be crunchy. That's when it's ready, and it'll be all stodgy. At some point you might need to add some more water because it's swelled up that much, but keep an eye on it quite a few hours and come back. So I'm just going to have a look at it. Yeah, you can see it's getting quite thick. It's not too gloopy, so I don't need to add any more water just yet, but it's always worth giving it a stir and adding some water if it gets too porridgey. So another few hours later, I'm just going to have another look. It's getting very stodgy now. Can you see the difference? big lumps of rice. So I'm just going to squeeze a bit. Yeah, it's lovely and soft. So that is the dog's dinner done. So the guidelines are that they have about 3%, 2 to 3% of their body weight. So I've got a 30 kilo dog. So that means she'll get 800 grams a day. And as I give her some for a breakfast and some for a dinner, we do 400 gram portions. And we just do these in these little takeaway tubs, 400 grams. Just weigh out 400 grams, it's like a good couple of scoops. Obviously, if you only feed them once a day, you can just do an 800 gram tub. That's if you've got a big butch dog like mine. Let's see what that weighs. 372, a little bit more. So yeah, about that. Now just leave that to cool naturally, and then we keep it in the fridge and it lasts for 2 to 3 days. And that's how you make homemade dog food with lots of lovely yummy vegetables. Hope this was useful.